just a question. When did you put the initial 150 in your company?
September 2022. So just coming up 3 years.
September 2022.
Yeah.
And then when did you put the 14K in?
September last year. So, September 2024. They have a dividend policy where they aim to pay a 10% fully franked dividend.
Right, okay.
Which is why, despite the lack of diversity and the illiquidity of it, people are still keen to invest in it.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to work something out now. Yeah, 10%'s good. Is there any type of covenant where you have to work there?
No.
So you could run into the sunset?
Yes, you could, but I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
It's more of I'm not going to call it a moral thing. I'm not sure what I'd call it, but if I left, I don't know if I would still want to be invested in. Some people do. There's no reason you can't. But I just feel like if I was to leave the company, I would probably take my investment with me.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm just doing some ChatGPT. It's funny. I was doing an episode earlier today, and I wanted to know something in a report. Did it, and I was like, it was a public thing, and it was like so wrong. But it's good for just quick numbers.
Yeah.
So the internal rate of return just on the capital is about 7.3% per year. That's just the price, not the dividend.
Yeah.
And in total,
I think it's higher than that because I'm assuming you're basing that off 3 years, but it hasn't been valued. It'll be valued in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. What do we assume? Like, the
first year was 22%.
Yeah, which I've got overall return 22%.
Yeah.
I've got that.
So the first year it was 150 put in. 1 year later it was 183.
Yeah.
And then the following year it was valued at 200, and that was the year I invested an extra 14 in, and that's what it's currently sitting at.
Okay, so if we go, the value is actually, we'll just call it 230 now. Or do you reckon it will?
I don't think it'll
higher?
be. I don't think it'll be as big this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you said 225, maybe.
Yeah. And it's not the be all and end all. It's just interesting to know because will there always be a 10% return?
Probably not.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about. But it is one of those things that you sort of go, this probably isn't going to last. But how long do I sit here while it is there?
So basically. Again, I've literally just thrown this in, and you've probably done the numbers because you said before. With the corrected value at 225, the internal rate of return is about 12% per year.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Plus the 10% divs.
Dividend, yes.
So, but the overall return on your contributions is over 20%, over 22%.
Which is their aim. They aim to return over 20.
Yep. Okay, cool. If you woke up today and you had 200 grand in cash, what would you do with it? Would you put it into the company?
Something I'd regret.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we're probably going to need potentially $50,000 of cash to do the Australia trip. Our plan is to get a loan for a caravan and a vehicle to tow it around, maybe a combined $100,000, and just accept the payments for the 3 or 6 months, and then just sell them and pay it off, or pay the difference at the end.
Right.
So I would probably put $50,000 aside for our Australia trip.
What does your wife want to do? Like, because you've got things in your kind of notes that you sent in. Do I sell the company shares to pay down the mortgage? Should we use the shares to fund the caravan and car? Do we buy an investment property for regular income? Keep the shares while the dividends remain strong? Upgrading the car. So, yeah, as you said, you've got a lot going on. I think your biggest problem is you need to actually methodically work out an order for all this crap.
Yeah.
So back to, of all the moving parts, what would your wife want to do first, or in terms of everything?
Well, she's also quite keen on the trip around Australia.
Yeah.
I know she would like me to be not having to work away. I work a lot of weekends and overtime and, as we mentioned, working away and that sort of thing. That's putting a real strain, as you can imagine. She wants a new car. She is very whatever about the investment side of things and all that sort of thing. I've tried for years to get her more interested, but she's very much okay, what's going on and what can we spend? Let me know at the end kind of thing. She's just not, we have regular date nights and that sort of thing and try and discuss our finances. So she's very on the same page about, I'm not saying on the same page, but we're very, we talk a lot regularly about our personal budget and all that sort of thing. But when it comes to the investments and stuff, try as I might, she's just not that interested. So she definitely wouldn't be wanting to invest more. But then my argument to her is, well, if we don't do anything different, if we just keep spending everything we don't invest, then we're going to be in the same position, more or less for the rest of our lives.
So what's your current bank account structure?
A bit of a mess, if I'm honest.
It's like I'm writing my things to do in order. Just from everything you've told me, you guys actually don't have a good spending plan or budget system.
Yep.
Like, am I right or wrong?
No, you're right. It changes a lot, and I don't think as you mentioned earlier, we're not very good at getting really clear on exactly what we want. So we kind of chop and change a lot.
Yeah.
And it reflects in our finances.
Yeah. And I think you need to acknowledge as well, like 3 kids, one that's almost 2, like you guys are young still in terms of money and craziness. You've had a nuclear bomb dropped on your finances over the last few years.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm probably, me personally, and people can do what they ever want to do, you've got half of so you've got, say, 220 grand, which is a big chunk of your net worth invested in a liquid asset that, like, I'll get the 10% while the going's good, but things aren't forever. I honestly, in terms of that, if it was me, I'd be friggin' probably cashing that out, closing the trust, because you don't need a trust. Because, there's probably, $1,000 in Tasmania to do the financials of that every year?
Yeah, if that. It was largely because of the size of the dividend and my partner being the lower income earner.
Yes.
Those dividends were attached with a big franking credit.
Yeah,
so that was sort of the reasoning behind it.
You can distribute it to her. Yeah. And I get that, but there is no way on the planet. So what type of loan would you get for the caravan and car?
Oh, I'd probably just a regular, like a car.
Say it.
I don't want to say it. A car loan, a caravan loan.
Yeah, well, a caravan loan is called a personal loan, probably. Yep. There's just no way on the planet I'm doing that. Hey, it's Glen here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.